groups so that they join in quickly. And we would be starting the session shortly. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries who have joined in for today's session. So I'm Nitya on behalf of ExcelR. Would like to be your host for today. So today, 2nd March, starting the session at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. every day for the next 5 days on GenAI and ChatGPT applications in the industry. Let me give you a quick walkthrough about ExcelR. ExcelR, founded in 2013, having 8 branches in 5 cities, founded by IIM ISB alumni Mr. Ram Tawa, having its headquarters in USA, Houston. So far, through our everyday learning program, we have trained close to 8 lakh plus students and professionals, and we cater to the requirements of individuals, institutions, and industries. What sets us apart is our premium association with iHub Divya Sampark, Skill Up APSSDC, APSHE, DAS, KMDC, IIT Madras Pravartak, IIT Roorkee, BITS Pilani Hyderabad, NASSCOM Future Skill Prime, Swayam Plus, BFSI, and ESSCI. We have close to 18 plus of our courses on the NASSCOM and Swayam Plus platform, which is approved by them. So through a decade of training excellence, we have trained 80,000 plus faculties, 8 lakh plus students, conducted 1,000 plus webinars, seminar, and workshops, and having close knitted 5,000 plus placement partners with 2,000 plus academy partners. So through our everyday learning program, we have been conducting student development program and faculty development program, wherein We get to see engineering degree and others, close to 8 lakh plus students, and faculty similarly from a mixed group of engineering degree and other category of programs. So for today's training program, faculties we see from Rajasthan standing highest, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, and other states as well. And we do have faculties from bachelor's in engineering degree, MCA, master's in business administration, MSc, and others as well. So, what is our everyday learning program? We provide application and industry oriented learning on various trending technologies for free from the industry experts with a complete in depth hands on training program. And through this, the colleges will also be able to showcase their for their NAC and NBA requirements. So, all that a learner has to do is register in the given link and take up the student development program for 15 days, or it could be 5 days of faculty development program by regularly attending. And towards the end of the training program, the learners will receive the participation certificate from ExcelR. In addition to it, we collaborate with colleges to conduct faculty development program of their favorite programs, which they are in requirement for, and conduct industry webinars, sign MOUs with the college, do all of these training programs through online on the LMS, that is Learning Management System tool. And regularly, the learners get to see their assignments and assessments done in this LMS portal. In addition to it, XLR also supports the learners by giving them a campus recruitment training program where also they would find the year papers from the top tier companies. So this is how our LMS would look like, where the learner, once he registers into the portal, will be able to see about all the upcoming events, the past events and the present upcoming events. So through our everyday learning program, we have conducted 60 plus student development programs. Constantly participating colleges are close to 2,000, and total number of students are 8 lakh 14,097, and they were trained most on these most popular programs like DSA for campus placements, ChatGPT and generative AI, advanced Excel, Salesforce, Python, SQL, artificial intelligence, mobile app development, Python programming, and many more. Similarly, faculties who take up the faculty development program also get to see most popular programs, wherein so far our journey with the faculties, we have conducted 45 plus faculty development program, and constantly participating colleges are 1,519. And so far, trained faculties are 80,000 plus on the most popular programs, which are AI, GenAI, deep learning, artificial intelligence, digital marketing, data analytics using Power BI, Tableau, cybersecurity, NLP, and ChatGPT, data analytics using Tableau. As I told earlier, the learner who enrolls for SDP, that is Student Development Program, or Faculty Development Program, will be awarded with the participation certificate. So these are some of the participation certificates which we have provided, our students have received. And these are some of our recent engagements at IIT Roorkee, wherein the research scholars, faculties, and students were trained on data analytics using Minitab. And this was at BITS Pilani, Hyderabad, on Power BI and machine learning. And this is the 5 subject module, which is entirely curated for the final year engineering students on campus recruitment training to support them on coding skills, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills, resume, LinkedIn, profile building, tips and techniques to ace their job interviews through group discussion and personal interviews. So this was jointly in collaboration with iHub Divya Sampark, where total of 50,000 plus registrants attended this training program. As we had assessments and assignments given, only 5,200 plus cleared this training program. And they also received the prestigious certificate from iHub Divya Sampar, a joint body of IIT Roorkee and Government of India, Department of Science and Technology. So we had received 10,000 plus engineering students to attend this program through APSSDC, Andhra Pradesh. And these are some of our past training programs under everyday learning, which is on programming using C, generative AI. So every month we conduct regularly two student development program and faculty development program. So without much further ado, let me walk you through our today's session. That is faculty development program on GenAI and ChatGPT applications in the industry. So today I take the privilege to honor our guest from the CSR industry, Captain K. Raghuraman, alumnus of the National Defense Academy and Indian Military Academy, and he is currently managing trustee of the Glenn Foundation, CSR arm of Gland Pharma Limited, after serving in the Indian Army. Foundation focuses on education, healthcare for underprivileged children, wildlife protection, and environmental conservation. It enables economically challenged students with technology driven, demand based skills for sustainable livelihoods. A warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, I would request you to share a few words for today's afternoon, sir.
Is it Nitya speaking now?
Yes, sir, I'm Nitya.
Thank you, Nitya, for having invited me, and also earlier Sheetal and Rajni as well to this program FDP being organized by ExcelR. As I was introduced, I am a simple soldier and finding myself in the middle of academicians like you all. What am I to say? I can only say feel myself privileged to be in this gathering. And the reason perhaps why I have been included is that we in our company, we work for underprivileged children primarily to improve the educational infrastructure of several government high schools, especially high schools and junior colleges and some polytechnics also. The condition of these education institutions, I'm principally talking about the hardware part of the infrastructure. That is, they lack even the basic buildings. They don't have sufficient number of classrooms. They don't have any labs. They don't have even basic toilet facilities. Very poorly lacking. Many of them are in a very dilapidated condition, and the conditions in which we find our more than 80% of our country's children who are tomorrow's citizens, how they study, the kind of education that they're getting, it's really, the kind of gap that we see between them and what is going on at the forefront of education or knowledge driven jobs now today is really appalling, absolutely. Back at home, my own son is from IIT Bombay. He has also done his PhD from an IIT, and he has done a special course in AI and ML from IIIT Hyderabad, and is head of AI of an AI company, an ML company in Hyderabad itself. And the way I see him operating, the kind of things that he says that AI is capable of doing, between that and what I see uh, in these government high school children, it's really too much of a gap. And every day I come back from work feeling a little depressed, and always having the feeling that there's so much to do for all of us as a society to bring up these children to basic standards. Because what I gather is, even with the current good educational background that people have in the IT sector and other sectors in the forefront, all of their jobs are under threat of being taken away or being lessened by all these AI changes, especially by developments being brought about perhaps in the very near future by Anthropic and other factors, other companies. In in the face of all that, today's children in India, they deserve a much better deal. Otherwise, they'll fall even further behind. And the reason why perhaps I'm here is that I have joined this with the mindset of being a learner and a student, and I would like to figure out for myself by listening to all of you what can be done under the circumstances for us as trustees of our company's trust to try and bridge this gap with these current tools available at with some affordable means. This is all that I can say to begin with. Thank you so much for inviting me once again. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind and humble words to
Thank you.
inspire us joinees for today's afternoon.
Thank you.
So, yes, sir. Let me call upon our next dignitary, Dr. Anita K. Patil, Professor and Head of Electronics and Telecommunication from Dr. Vittalrao V.K. Patil College of Engineering, Maharashtra, having 25 plus years dedicated teaching experience and a PhD in wireless sensor network, a recipient of multiple prestigious awards, including recognitions from the Institution of Engineers, along with several academic and women leadership honors. She is also an author of 3 technical books, holder of 3 patents, and contributor of 38 plus research publication, serves as a PhD research guide, reviewer, and a session chair at national and international forum. A warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, respected dignitaries, esteemed resource persons, faculty members, and dear participants. I am Dr. Anita Patil, Head of the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, and it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this faculty development program on generative AI and the ChatGPT. So actually, this Department of Electronics and Telecommunication of Dr. Vittalrao V.K. Patil College of Engineering is proud to organize this FDP in collaboration with ExcelR with the aim of enhancing faculty knowledge and preparing educators for emerging technological advancements. So established in 1983, our institute has consistently maintained a strong commitment to qualify education, academic excellence, and continuous improvement. So, accredited by both NBA and NAC, the college has emerged as one of the leading engineering institutions in Maharashtra, offering undergraduate, postgraduate, and the doctoral programs while promoting innovation, research culture, and holistic student development through initiatives such as advanced training centers, academic collaborations, and modern laboratories, including a drone laboratory also. So this ENTC department is also established in 1983, carries a proud legacy of academic excellence and has successfully completed 2 cycles of NBA accreditation. With experienced faculty members and well-equipped laboratories, the department emphasizes practical learning, research orientation, and emerging technologies aligned with industry needs. So today's faculty's development program focuses on generative artificial intelligence and ChatGPT, technologies that are rapidly transforming not only industries but also the very foundation of education. So we are living in a time when machines are no longer limited to computation. So they are capable of generating ideas, creating contents, assisting research, and accelerating innovation. So generative AI represents a significant shift where knowledge is increasingly created through collaboration between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. So this transformation challenges us as educators to redefine our roles. When information becomes instantly accessible, education must move beyond content delivery. Our responsibility today is to nurture critical thinkers, problem solvers, ethical innovators, and lifelong learners prepared for an AI driven world. So, especially in engineering education, AI opens remarkable opportunities, including intelligent simulations, automated coding assistance, research support, and personalized learning experiences. So, tools like ChatGPT can enhance teaching effectiveness and help us design more engaging and outcome based learning environments. So, however, technology alone cannot define education. Human values, creativity, judgment, and ethics must remain at the core of learning. So, our role is not only to teach students how to use AI, but also to guide them in using it responsibly and ethically. So, this FDP is therefore not merely about learning a new technology, but it is also about preparing ourselves for the future classroom, a classroom where educators guide, inspire, and innovate alongside intelligent technologies. So, as this session begins this afternoon, So I encourage all participants to remain energetic, actively engaged, and make the most of this learning opportunity. So thank you all for your presence, and I wish you a highly enriching and productive FDP session. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am, for your warm and encouraging words to the participants.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, Dr. Manjunath DK from KSSEM couldn't join the session. So I would just pass on to the next dignitary, Dr. Shanti Makka, Professor and HOD, Computer Science and Engineering from Vardhaman College of Engineering, Hyderabad. Madam has 21 plus years of experience with 6 plus years of leadership, holds a PhD from Birla Institute of Technology, expertise in blockchain, AI ML, data science, and parallel computing, having 24 journals, 33 conferences, 6 patents, and she has been awarded multiple Best Faculty, Best Paper awards. She has been an NPTEL Elite Gold, Silver, an IEEE and ACM member. A warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Thank you for the opportunity, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege to welcome you all to this hands-on program on generative AI and ChatGPT applications in industry, organized by the Vardhaman College of Engineering in collaboration with ExcelR. And the Vardhaman College of Engineering, it is established in the year 1999. Last year, we have completed 25 years, and we have even celebrated the Silver Jubilee also in very high scale. And the CSC branch itself is having around 540 intake. And apart from CSC, we are also having allied branches as data science with the intake of 180. And we are having AML of 180. So C and IT is also of 180. So only CSC and allied branches we are having intake of 1080 students. Apart from that, we are the Vardhaman College of Engineering also offers BTech in mechanical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electrical and civil. And the college also offers the master degree in MBA as well as MTech in 5 departments: CSE, ECE, mechanical, civil, and electrical. And this is like as a technical ground, I think this is our first FTP we are organizing in collaboration with ExcelR, and this is for the faculties. But I appreciate like if we could like collaborate in organizing workshops and any student development programs, and especially like online coding kind of programs. If we can collaboratively organize, that would be great. Yeah, great. I think achievement with this collaboration. And if I talk about the today's event, generative AI is transforming the way the industries work, from automating tasks to boosting productivity to drive the innovation and creating entirely the new business models. And ChatGPT, and especially like when the students are submitting any assignments and all using the ChatGPT, we are saying no, but actually a lot of positive learning is also there. How effectively this particular ChatGPT can be used through this kind of programs, I think definitely it will give a positive impact on the faculty as well as the student community. And ChatGPT in particular has emerged as a powerful tool for building real world solutions, and mastering prompt engineering is now a critical skill for the professionals across the domains. This program is designed to give a practical exposure. The content I have gone through, which has been shared by the faculty coordinator Bhavna. And I know that it is not just theory, but hands on experience in applying the generative AI to solve the complex problems, to streamline the workflows, and unlock the creativity. I encourage you to explore, all the participants. I encourage everyone to explore, experiment, and think about how these tools can transform your own work and research. I thank ExcelR and our faculty coordinator for making this initiative possible. Together, let us explore this opportunity to learn, innovate, and lead the way in shaping the future with generative AI. Thank you once again. Thank you. Best wishes for the productive session. Thank you so much, Raghuvaran sir, Raghu Raman sir, as well as the Nitya, I guess. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We look forward to have more collaborative activities in future also.
Definitely, ma'am. Thanks for joining in and sharing kind words to the learners and inspiring them to join in. And also, we will definitely have many more associations like this to have the training programs for the faculties and the students, ma'am. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
next, let me introduce you to our subject matter expert who would be handling the session for the next 5 days, Ms. Narayani Vishwanathan, Data Science and Business Intelligence Industry Expert Trainer, having accomplished in data science and business intelligence training specialist with over 7+ years of experience and founder of Neural Net Data Science Chennai, expert in statistics, machine learning, AI, Power BI, Tableau, advanced data integration, having delivered 100 plus programs to 500 plus professionals and executives, proven success in driving 20% improvement in corporate decision making and enabling 85% of learners to transition into data driven roles through innovative, industry aligned training solutions. A warm welcome to you, Ms. Naraini. Shushmita, could you please confirm if the subject matter expert has joined in?
Yes, ma'am, she's there. We are just checking.
Hello.
We'll go.
Yes, Naraini, you are
Yeah,
audible.
sorry. So I could not fetch the window. I'm sorry about this. So, respected professors and those who are participating in this program, welcome to this program. I think this is the second FDP that we are conducting, and I'll be your trainer. So, in the last session, we basically gave some demo of how you can use AI and automate tasks, right? So, here we are hoping to be more hands-on, and we are just hoping that you would find more value from this particular session where we will give you some day-to-day demos of how you can utilize AI much better. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Naraini. So let me call upon our LMS expert, Mr. Amar Shivate, who would be walking you through the LMS, wherein the learners will have to log in from tomorrow onwards through the LMS and take up the session. So Amar, over to you. You can give the complete LMS walkthrough.
So, thank you. So, good afternoon to all the faculty members. Let me share my screen. So, I will quickly explain about the LMS portal in 5 to 7 minutes. So, which will be helpful for you. So, whenever you are going to join the session, or in the future as well, whenever you are going to report the recordings or material, so that will be available on the LMS portal. Yes. So coming to the access, so those faculty members are registered successfully. Okay. So LMS access is already granted to them because it's auto. Okay. So once you registered, automatically you would be getting the LMS access for that particular classroom. So check your mail, check inbox as well as check into the spam folder as well. So which mail see which you have to refer. So first email you will find that LMS portal account details by ExcelR. Okay. And if you are a second time learner of ExcelR, suppose that you already attended in your previous FDP. Okay. So in that scenario, you will be able to see one email that will be a welcome to FDP on AI and ChatGPT applications. Sorry. So by this mail, only one email because you already have the account, right? So that's why you're not getting this another email, but you will get the welcome email because you have details. Utilize same details and you can do a sign in. If you're not remembering the password or if you're not able to find this mail as well, whatever you received the previous, no need to worry. I will explain that on how to forward the password as well. So now here in the first email itself, we have portal link that is nothing but a LMS URL, mylearning.excelr.com. After that, a username that is your registered mail ID and a system generated password. So by using these details, you have to do a sign in or login. So if you check here, so the system generated password is little bit lengthy and clumsy, right? So at first time you can utilize that, but once you log in, so I will give you the context on that part as well, so how you can update the password. So I have details now. So let me click on this link and we will proceed further. So once I click on this link, it will take me through the web page. So let me reshare my screen and let me open my browser. Yes. So once you click on this link, mylearning.excelr.com login, you will land here on this dashboard. That is a sign-in page. Here you have to provide your details. Okay. So your registered mail ID and the password which you have received from the system in that mail. Suppose, as I said, that couple of faculty are done previous programs as well. They're not finding the email. No need to worry. So here you can check. You can just type it down mylearning.excelr.com and you have option to forget your password. Once you click on forget your password, you have to add your mail ID. You need to click on send instructions. Once you click on send instructions, then you will get an email, update the password, and you can access the LMS portal. Okay. If you are using the same account, a Google account, okay, so Gmail account, same, then you can continue with the Google as well, or else provide the details, click on a sign in. So now I'm just proceeding with the sign in part. Okay. Yes. Yes. So once I sign in here, I have a couple of options: back to home page, community, leaderboard, dashboard, purchase history. Here you have a help button, and this side you have profile option, right? So let me click on a profile. Let me click on settings. Yes. So from here you can update your profile. So in that you can update your name, username, or all other details as well. But the important thing that is about the updating password. So as I said, that system generated password but is little lengthy and it's always difficult to copy paste. Sometimes I will face issue. So, but if we know our password correctly, handy, so we can utilize that easily and quickly access the LMS portal. So for that reason, once after first signing, you can update your password whatever you want. Once both passwords are going to match, here, type it again here, update password button will be enabled. And from next time onwards, you can utilize the new password. Okay. So now let me go back. So suppose if you're on home page, so you're not able to see any options or you're not able to check any recordings from here because this is a home page of the LMS portal. So where our government approved couple of internships, then NASCOM, SOEM plus credit-based courses are available. Okay. So if you are here, click onto the profile and make sure that you are going onto the dashboard. Below that, we have a community, a leaderboard. Okay. So coming to the community, it's a WhatsApp kind of community to get the communication related to the program, but this is not active for you as we are having the communications directly via email, right? Then leaderboard, coming to the leaderboard, so whatever faculty members or students are performing. So as of now, around 8 lakh learners is having LMS access. Okay, so whatever they are performing, so their XPs will be generated automatically upon their performance of the assignments or coding lab or watching the videos, and that will be printed here. So below that, we have dashboard, the important option. Okay. So if you want to join the session, so today you receive the link, right? To join the session from Zoom or YouTube, you receive an email as well. But from tomorrow onwards, if you want to join the session, so no need to get link or nothing. No need to follow any steps. Okay. So directly we are going to have the option on the portal itself that you can check here live sessions today. So whatever the live sessions are there today on your dashboard, so that will be available here. Okay. So now I want to join the session. You can check here FDP on GenAI, right? Once you click here, here you have two options. First option, you have to join. Okay. First option, you have to join via Zoom. If you are facing any difficulty or Zoom capacity reach, then you can join via YouTube as well. Whatever the things are happening over the Zoom simultaneously, it is live streamed over the YouTube as well, and our team will take care of the queries. Okay. So this is about the joining the session. Then how we can access the recordings, how we can access the reading material or attendance. So let me scroll down and here you can check. You have option of enrolled courses, right? So on my dashboard, it's 118. Whatever registered courses you are done with in a previous years as well. So definitely that will be also available here. So if you enroll, this is your first program, you will be having the one enrolled course. So here you can check FDP on GenAI. Today's FDP is available here. I'm clicking on that, right? So you can find here, first of all, we have agenda. If you click on agenda in a PDF format, you will find the agenda actually what we are going to learn for this next 5 days. Okay. Then we have attendance and feedback link. Okay. So this link is available here, and this will be active for 1 hour. That will be a 4:30 to 5:30 every day. And 60% attendance is mandatory to get the certification. So no need to worry. The link will be shared over the Zoom and YouTube as well. If anybody is facing the LMS issue as the day one, so every day the link will be shared over the Zoom and YouTube as well, sharp at 4:30. So team will be sharing that. Once the link closed, it will be not reopened. Okay, so 5:30 dot sharp 5:30, system will close the link automatically. So please take care of that thing and utilize one single common email ID to submit all 5 days form. So it will not create a multiple accounts and you will reach the criteria for the attendance, because again, end of the day, 60% attendance is a mandatory. So just take care of this thing. Then live sessions that I already explained how you can join. Then session recordings. So whatever sessions are going to happen, all sessions are getting recorded, and that will be available with you for next 365 days. And you can utilize from here from session recordings. And the material as well. Yes. So whatever the practice files or PPTs or PDF, which are important, which is required to share with you. Yes, definitely. So day-wise material will be also available here. Yes, so that's all from my end on how to access the LMS portal. So if any query or any question, you can keep posting in the chat box. Team is there, they will take it up. If any query in the future about the LMS, no need to worry. You can just feel free to reach out to us via edl@excelr.com or Gmail. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, all of you, for listening. Nitya ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Amar, for a quick walkthrough on the LMS. So I would like to again thank all the dignitaries who have joined in for today's program, especially Captain K. Raghuraman sir, Dr. Anita K. Patil, Dr. Shanti Makka. Thank you once again for taking time and to participate in this training program of ours. And also, it would be a great pleasure to honor all the faculties, HOD, principals who have joined from the other esteemed institutions as well. Thanks a lot. Now I'll hand over the session to our subject matter expert, Ms. Narayani, who will be taking forward the session. Over to you, Ms. Narayani.
Yeah. So welcome to today's demo session. So today is the first session. So we will basically look at, how we are going to go about, framing this for us. So before we start the session, I want all of you to think about, in the past 1 decade. So if we consider between 2015 to 2026, right? Can you tell me what has been the differences that you have encountered? So let's look at 3 periods of time, which is, let's say, the academic year 2015, 2016, then during the pandemic 2020 to 2021, and let's say this academic year, which is 2025 to 2026. So if you consider these 3 periods or as representative in terms of evolution, what do you think has been the challenges for these years? So we basically want to understand that. So I want all of you to participate. So you can either use your mic or you can put it on chat. So what do you think has been the biggest difference?
May I begin in my
Yeah,
own
please
small
go
way?
ahead. Yeah.
I think it's been this AI which has enabled all of us to be able to synthesize large bits of data, large data, and be able to and synthesize that and summarize it for us to be able to understand it more clearly, the contents more clearly. Actually, such a thing clarifies our own thought process as to how to proceed with what has been given to us as an input and what we can do next with what we have understood. And I've also seen that uh, this natural language processing NLP that's being developed, it is helping us uh, and put the same text in a simplified text or in some other form of text or in the form of images or any other pictures, for us to be able to understand it with the help of with these graphic representations also more clearly, and therefore it is improving, I think, our decision making skills. And to me personally, it has been a great facilitator.
Okay.
Yes.
So how would, yeah, sure. I understand that you are very happy with where AI is going, right? But what
Mhm.
about others? So I can see Pushpa is saying that basically there was work from home, online AI. So all of us are focusing on 2025, right? But what happened in 2015? How has your life shifted? That is basically what we want to capture right now. So anyone else? So pandemic was when we basically had work from home, right? Correct?
Yes.
So now we are having AI. Now whether AI is a result of pandemic or were the efforts on before is a bigger question, correct? But how do you think your life has changed? How your life in the classroom has changed? How has your role changed? Because we could say that even in 2015, 2016, right? We started seeing a lot of people putting educational content online. So things have been moving, correct? But there has been a marked change because of AI. Okay, so and that is why most of us are saying, yes, this has changed. But how has it been for you, professors? Are you feeling more anxious? Are you finding this to be the students have changed because of this? I personally actually find that there has been a huge change in the kind of participation, maybe because of the pandemic. So pre-disruption, I think it was more about taking control of uniform level of participation or uniform level of, pupils doing well in class. During pandemic, it became more about organizing ourselves because it was more about using digital tools in making students engaged and learn something. That itself, that process itself became a huge thing, right? Because we know that there were a lot of students who just logged in but never participated, correct? Right? So that was my feeling. And today I find that it's much, much more difficult to engage these students. So not only are they having the liberty of not participating or engaging in class or in Zoom sessions, they also know that they can, make AI to give some answers and post it like they are engaged. No, so it becomes a much bigger task as a person who is on the other end putting effort and content. So that has been my personal experience. Okay, so some of you are saying that AI is replacing teachers. Anyone else? Okay, so we have got three different responses, right? I think one professor was saying that it's been personally terrific. Another one is saying that it's replacing. Okay, so some of them are saying that students are smarter. Okay, yes, AI is replacing soldiers. So this latest war, Iran war, if you see, I think it was more in news because America wanted to use Anthropic, which actually makes Claude AI, right? So probably America is looking at completely replacing humans in the war zone. Yes, that's happening. Okay, so some of you are saying that it cannot replace professors and teachers, correct? Okay, AI has unlocked productivity, yes, and creativity, but many intellectual capabilities are weak, correct? Okay, it can never replace teachers or professors, yes. No, no, so one of teachers only are saying that it's going to replace teachers, okay. 2015 teaching was very traditional, 2025 teaching is technology based, right? Correct, okay. Anyone else? You want to either use your video or want to write? Yes, correct. So you can see that definitely to a certain level, we today know that AI has become like an aid. If it's not replacing teachers, it has become like some homework tool or something, correct? So students can go and they can type their questions and they get answers, whether it is correct, whether it is making sense. It's possible for them to generate, paragraphs and paragraphs of some gibberish, correct?
True.
So I think 2015, if I see, we actually were encouraging students to become more articulate. We used to say that, can you be more expressive? Whereas in 2025, I find that if I looked at my answer scripts from students, they are very long, and there is some language which we definitely know perhaps this person has not written. But we do find that there is no point to it, right? So a lot of things are written roundabout. We do not know whether they've understood. So you do find that although it perhaps is an aid, it is not a perfect aid, correct? Because AI is capable of hallucinations. What is hallucination? So AI is a small child. Okay, so if you find there is a small child and you have taught a small child some concept, and then you ask the child, did you do this? The child, if it gets scared or it doesn't know, it will say, no, no, I have done this only, right? It will never say yes, correct? So similarly, AI also will never say that what I did was wrong. It will just say that I have written this. So it keeps on repeating wrong stuff. This we called as hallucination, which is nothing but AI is not provided with answers. Am I making sense, everyone? So if you look at the evolution, right? So the bigger thing that we should look at was in 2015, we had the automation era. So if you see, we have moved from automation era to Gen AI era, which is exactly why today we have this title. This course is called From Automation to Gen AI, correct? Why today's session? Because 2015, we were very, very zoned towards automation. So we basically wanted to put rule-based systems to check the students' progress. We were tracking their participation, we were tracking their performance, and that used to be the bigger task. So in 2015, 2016, if you see, our problem statements was to understand that which of these students are present or which of these students are participating. Is there a correlation between present attendance and high marks? Is there a correlation between different participation and doing well in final exams? If you remember, these were the kind of conversations we had, correct? Would you agree with me?
Yes.
Right? Today, it is no longer that. Today, we are actually going backward in terms of engaging the students. So our goals today are much, much more basic. It's about how to keep them engaged. How do we ensure that they are at least listening to me? How do we ensure that they are not on the mobile while they are having this class on? How do we ensure that they are not seeing reels? Correct? And definitely you find that today in the Gen AI era, if you see, students also feel that if you have a mic or you have a podcast, you can say anything and students will probably, cite that as evidence, which is perhaps not the case. You can see that around the world, reading is going down. Correct? So a lot of idle activity has increased. And you find as a result, there is a very big distinction between attendance, engagement, and participation. Okay, Tejaswi is saying no, ma'am. So can you please expand? If you're disagreeing with me, please tell me what is the disagreement. Yeah, please feel free and Tejaswi Mangaway. Do you want to elaborate on your you're saying no, right? Can you please expand on that if you want? So basically, I think the pandemic era where we had these digital tools, our whole, as professors and teachers, yeah, you can answer here, sure, Tejasvi. So our complete, I think to a large level, we had changed our attention from managing results, which was what we were doing in 2015. In the digital era, we were managing people, right? It was more about managing the students to ensure that they're attending, to ensure that, they are at least present, correct? To now we have the Gen AI era, even if the student has signed on or even if the student is present, we do not know that they are engaged. We do not know that we are motivating them. We do not know that they are finding this course to be useful, and they are not using other tools to simply get a passing grade, right? So that has been quite a bit of a big issue, I would say. Yeah, AI cannot replace human intelligence. But as we said, right, a lot of you were talking about NLP. The biggest advantage of LLMs, not AI, LLMs, if you see, this is the large language models, which is now being used to a level, it is replacing how we interact or do search, right, on the internet. It's replaced the typical search engines, correct? So this LLMs, if you see, it is capable of not only understanding how we converse, our normal English patterns, or some countries, I think regional languages also, it can understand, but it also reasons like that, right? So yes, AI can customize learning. So customized learning does not mean that it is going to teach 30 students in 30 ways. So if you look at China, China has got customized learning in their e-learning platforms. So what that actually means is that you can control the speed with which a student is learning. So customized learning does not mean that if you do find that today Chinese people, students, and maybe Europe students, they do have better learning scores compared to many other countries. So countries like India, US, they are going a little backward, because customization does not mean that we are going to explain something in for each student. It basically means that we are going to provide the basics, but we are going to have a hold on how do they progress. So a student cannot, suppose you have a classroom with recorded videos and content, right? So today what happens is, because of AI, many students, they basically fast forward videos, they complete it. So that is happening in many educational portals, correct? So in China and in other countries, they can actually understand whether the student is paying attention. So you could have models which is going to capture your gaze. You can have models like how you are administering exams, right? Using proctored exams, where you understand whether the student is cheating, or the student is attentive and taking the exam. Similarly, they have that mechanism. They also have constant quizzes in different formats, okay? And based on the answers, they probably, either the student is going to go back and learn the previous lesson, or they progress, okay? Similarly, there are tabs in how students can learn. So you can see today that many videos which are there, students can basically increase the speed of the video so that they can fastly go through the course, right? So these kind of aspects they do control. I'm just telling you some of the aspects. There are probably are they possibly have 5 different ways in which they are explaining also. I am not saying no to that. But am I making sense, Bindu Konda? Yes? Am I making sense, guys? So definitely in Gen AI era, our focus today has been this. So I personally had this experience where I am teaching AI agents. AI powering agents and robotics to a college as an external faculty. And so what they kept on doing is, in the first session only, they started asking me, why you're showing me this? Why you are not doing this title? You know, then they will ask for formula. So it became like a quiz rather than an introductory session. So AI has also sort of given students the edge where they perhaps can do these checks and they can come back to us and they can, tell us a lot of these things. Okay, so with this, maybe we can take a short break. Amar, is that okay? Shall we take a short break of 5-10 minutes? Then we will continue with this discussion where we are basically going to understand that why AI is a paradigm shift. And we will continue this discussion with some demos also. Okay. Amar, are you there?
Ma'am, this side Sushmita. Yes, ma'am, you can take
Yeah.
forward.
So we'll
Yeah.
take a small break. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can.
Thank you. So meanwhile, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be out of this place. So you can put your questions on chat and we can have a discussion. Okay, so you're asking for what are the tools which are mostly good? Oh, okay. Okay, I think Coolbot is paid, right? That's why you're asking. So are you, Pankaj, are you specifically concerned with AI generated submissions? Yeah, I got that. So, I think there are two issues here, right? So one is understanding whether the text is generated via AI. Second is sometimes I think they just recently I saw a paper where the references were also wrong, right? So it is a big issue. So actually, the better thing is to use tools like Grammarly and all, where you are actually helping the students with writing, but not use ChatGPT as such. So you can look at Grammarly paraphrasing tool. So if you are trying to correct it, you can look at these tools. You have SEMrush paraphrasing tool, right? So the text can be rewritten. So you also have Size Safer, so SCI Spacer, right? So there is that tool also. So these tools are there, which are paraphraser tools, or, so we can actually look for these kind of tools. But definitely, I think for research papers, we need to first check for not just AI language, also phishing. So you find that a lot of phishing is happening in Indian universities. So that is, I think, a bigger check. Okay, anyone else? Any other questions?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
You had used the word hallucination.
Yeah.
Now, don't you think it is more a result of perhaps insufficient training? The more it gets trained, perhaps the less it might hallucinate and come up with correct answers, more correct answers, I would say. I don't know. I mean, just talking like a beginner.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, right? Hallucination is a result when they do not have all data. You do find that, I think there have been some videos which I saw where even if you give it a particular word and you ask how many hours are there, you find that it makes errors. See, what is the reason for that? Let's understand this, okay? So if you have a few minutes, I'll just tell you. See, the point is that LLM does not have logic.
True.
LLM does not have syntax. Okay, now what does it have? It is basically having a lot of inputs, which could be textbooks, right? So it could be
Yeah.
maths textbooks, science textbooks,
Ah,
different kinds of textbooks. But what it is picking from all these textbooks is the logic. So it understands how you can reason out. It does not
true.
understand logic. It does not understand that you're making an argument. But what it does, it is basically, what is an LLM? LLM actually is predicting a token. That is all it is.
Ah,
Okay, so
yeah.
everything that we are saying, right, is, uh, so we will just come to that. But basically, what does an LLM do? Depending on all the different inputs that you are giving, right, it is going to generate the next word. If it's basically a written material, it generates a lot of words, correct?
True.
That's all it is doing. Currently, it is not even in a position where it can generate lines or anything like that, right? So it's not like it is big. I put more material inside means it will give me better output. No.
True.
See,
Yeah.
certain things are obviously, I think there are two professors who tried to prove that one is greater than, two is greater than one, just using English without using mathematical notation. And they wrote 3 books.
Ah,
Okay, so it really, when the tools are not available to you, it definitely takes much more time to make a point.
yes, yes.
And LLMs, we keep coming back to NLP, right? What is it actually doing? It's predicting the next token.
True.
So let's come to, I think 10 minutes is up, right? So let's come to our, so that's what it is, right? What is, when you say AI, what does it mean currently? We are basically talking about ChatGPT and other large language models.
Yeah.
These are called large language models because they use neural networks or deep learning, right? What is deep learning? We are trying to replicate how animals or humans think. So that's why we call it as a neural network. So you can see this email word by word they are generating, correct?
Oh,
So what is it doing? It is basically, you can see, predict the next word. Can you see
Yes.
it's coming word by word, right?
No.
Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
So what is it doing? It is basically using prediction, rather, probability. So it's finding, it is going to convert your input into tokens.
Yes.
Okay. And some of these tokens are going to become context. So what are context? Contexts are going to become constraints or limits. Okay. Am I making sense? And then if you are going to ask it a question, it is going to go through a lot of material that is input in it. And based on that, it is generating an output. That is
Correct.
all it is doing. It does not have a brain.
Hmm.
It is almost like a 2-year-old who is actually got a huge repository of everything. So you can see that more you are able to paraphrase your question, or the more you give it a role or a context, or the much more clarity with which you define your problem, you get better outputs.
True.
Am I making sense,
Yes.
everyone?
Yes. True. True.
Yes. So all LLMs, all AIs, everything, they are going to hallucinate at some level, because the world is not enough, no? So, like yesterday, we know that America is saying this Iran leader was killed. Iran is saying, no, he's not dead, right? For a long time. So what do you take?
Correct.
So
Correct.
it is now, as a human, you and I know that we are basically going to probably either look at how many journalists are saying what,
Correct. That's
or
true.
you might say that, BBC is much more trustworthy. I will go with what this particular BBC channel is saying. I'm just giving you an example.
Got
Another
it. Yes.
person might have this logic that actually I think America is always a truth saver. So I will go with what America is putting out. So
Correct.
it totally depends on, you can see that you have a way in which you're looking at news and hence making a decision. LLM does not.
True. True.
Yes. So very good. So there are professors who are now saying that hence prompt quality becomes important. Yes. This is the reason that tomorrow we will be learning how to do prompting. Okay. Making sense, everyone?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes.
True. True. Very true.
Okay. So like we were saying, right, we are looking at LLMs do give us a very contextual response. So currently, how does it keep track of context? How do you think, if when you are using an LLM, right, like ChatGPT, how does it keep track of the context? Any idea? Context is what? Basically, like I told you, no, yesterday war happened and this leader, there was a news that this leader was killed. Okay, that's the context that I am painting for you, correct?
Correct.
Similarly, since LLM is also using NLP, it needs context. How do you think currently context is being kept? We are not talking about apps. We are talking about simple assistants, AI. So all these apps which we use, no, whether it's ChatGPT or Gemini or anything else, where you go, you put some questions and it gives you some answers. They are all AI assistants, correct? So I want you guys to tell me, how do LLMs keep track of context currently in AI assistant?
I think they put together all the data available to them and try to make up their decision based on all the training provided by uh, the collection of data perhaps made available to them.
Okay, anyone else with any other point of view? So how many of you see that there are like, it actually has chat windows, correct? There are conversational threads, correct? In ChatGPT or in Gemini or any place you go. So once you change the chat window, you start a new chat. Does it remember what you have written in the old chat? So based on what Raghuraman sir was saying, it should ideally know, right? Does it? Have you checked that? Yeah, probability is how it is giving out So we are now talking about context. Since the context was very important, no? How
Yes.
does it keep track of the context was what we were asking. Yes, it is definitely generating output based on probability calculation. So it basically, what is the calculation of probability also? Probability of the next token given the context. So context is important, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the formula. So if that is the case, how does it keep track of context?
Hmm.
So if you go to your ChatGPT screens, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so can you see my screen, everyone? You can see this, right?
Yes, I can see it.
You can see some session rating. I'm going to do a demo. So I've just got some rating. Okay. So you go here. So can you see these are different chats?
Yes.
Can you see this? So these are different chats I've got, right? Some
Yes.
chats and all I've got, correct? Can you see this?
Yes.
So if I make a new chat, so I'm asking, okay, so I've just written something. Can you see it is giving me some generic answer? It is
Yes.
giving me some huge generic answer. Can you see this? Yes?
Hmm.
Yes? Can
Hmm.
you see here? I've actually done some deep. Can you see I've actually got a textbook which I had inputted. I asked for MCQs. Can you see this?
Hmm.
Is it actually using any of this concept here? Did it say that you have already referred to some? You can see here I put some textbook, right? Can you see this? Yeah, but is it taking any reference to that? So the context is gone, right? Am I making sense?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so here also you can see, I'm going to give you a demo. I'm giving it a context. Can you see this? I have given it a role. I basically told it what has to be done.
Hmm.
Can you see this?
Hmm.
This is called as prompting because I have to give that context. If I don't do it, what it will gives me some generic thing like this. Am I making any headway here? Clear, everyone? Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It's just a very personal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
for example, I had fed on perplexity, I would say.
Okay.
Several, I would say 3, 4 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
that I am of this age. I've had this angioplasty done on me
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago. This is my lipid profile, and this is my all this some other parameters I'd given.
Mm-hmm.
And when I ask a question today,
Mm-hmm.
it seems to remember going for your age, these parameters are okay. I don't know on what basis it gives that answer.
Mm-hmm.
I have not given any new inputs today.
Mm-hmm.
How does it remember what I had given as inputs about myself
Mm-hmm.
a few months ago
Is it
or
an app or you're simply using it on Perplexity desktop?
a Perplexity desktop? Yeah, directly as a
And you
question,
are going to the
standalone,
same chat window and asking, or you're doing
not
it in a
stack
new
window.
window?
I don't know, like a normal
No, what is normal? So if we all
normal
have our quirks of using something,
open
correct?
Perplexity and then and ask a
So for
question.
example, see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, please recheck all your numbers.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's uh, because as I'm telling you, right, as we make new chats, correct?
No.
You will find that it will not have a memory of all the things that you had already fed. It will actually sometimes hallucinate.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is the reason why you actually go back to that old window and then you start the conversation, right? Then it will keep in mind. And this is also today the biggest issue, because all these windows that you have created, right? This is available for them as well as for us to be, it is there in the servers of Perplexity or Gemini or anyone for around 30 to 60 days.
Mhm.
Okay. And ideally, you have to tell them that you need to take care of your privacy settings. Otherwise, all this information will be available and used by them. And to a large level, this information is very personal, right? It could be confidential also. They will use it for their own purposes. Am I making sense?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That is, of course, that is another
So
aspect.
the reason why Perplexity is uh, sold as different is they are not using the same algorithm as ChatGPT. They are having their infrastructure to be different. They
Uh-huh.
have got their own software with which they are calling. They might only be probably sharing some white papers, you know.
Uh-huh.
Everything else they have done from start. That's why they are different.
Okay.
Okay. It's
Perhaps, yes.
possible that if Perplexity probably has got a higher base of these research or medical, or that could be the case.
Mhm.
Okay. But ChatGPT was the first company which came out as a product. And they basically have done the initial work in terms of these tokens. So when I'm writing, no, you are now a teaching assistant, all of this, right? What
Mhm.
this LLM will do, it is going to basically first strip this paragraph into words, and then it will remove stop words. I think most of the computer teachers here would understand. So there are words which perhaps are not important. They constantly occur, and the only job of these words is to give the language a grammatical accuracy, and also it's like a paste,
Mhm.
right? So words like the, is, like, all these kind of articles, and you have these conjunctions and all of that. So even if I'm saying, you teaching assistant, enable me, it still makes sense. You do understand what I'm saying, correct?
Yeah.
So these are called as tokens. So when you are giving this, what happens is, that is why when you are a pro user or you pay for it, you are basically buying tokens. Okay.
Yes.
So your money is converted into 1,000 tokens or a lakh tokens or so many tokens. In this period of time, you have to use it. Okay. So tokens are what? You can input material. So the tokens you're paying for basically having this kind of interaction.
Narayani, sorry to interrupt you. There's a fire drill in progress here
Mm-hmm.
suddenly in our factory. I'll have to
Okay.
respond to that as all of us.
All right.
I'll
Sure,
just
sure.
try and join you back as soon as possible. As soon as the drill procedure is gone through. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
So
Thank you so much.
others, am I making sense, guys? Is it clear? Yes? Clear? So shall we move on? Yeah. So now what are we today looking at? So you can find that I can convert this LLM as a layer for programming also. That means what? It is possible for me to embed this natural learning NLP, that is natural language processing, as a layer in my agents. That means I can orchestrate this as one of the layer. So instead of having a predictive algorithm, I can actually use LLM. Yeah, Suhasini, you want to say something? Okay. And as a result, LLM can now become part of these kind of orchestration, where you can convert your intent, right? So I want a particular robo to serve in a hotel, right? So that is my intent. So the context is, I probably have to mention that there is this kitchen, these are the different tables, this is the arrangement. The robo needs to get all these requirements also, right? These become context. Then I need to make it capable of doing decisions. Decisions would be how many steps does it have to take? What is the path optimization, right? So these are the things it has to decide. Action is that it actually has maybe arms or legs. So it has to act on the decisions. And the outcome is whether it's doing it well or not doing it well. So the way in which AI has led our world is from simply not just generating our emails, today we are capable of orchestrating a complete layer of decision making or rationality using LLM. Am I making sense? Is it clear? Everyone? Yeah? So till here we know, correct? So this is happening in the industry, we know how, because we keep on hearing a lot of news saying that, this can be done like in days, it can replace coding, there is something called codex. So we've been hearing news. So in this particular session, we are now interested in doing calibration. So we are no longer going to basically be doing it. We want to not just use ChatGPT, we want to use this for our purpose. So what does it mean? It means that I can create different components that will work to my benefit, whether it is using a robo or whether it's going to be using a program. Okay, and I can use LLM as one of the layers. Okay, and I can automate my task. So this is our goal. Okay, whether the goal is that you basically want LLM to read more and maybe just give you inputs on what is happening in your industry. Okay, or you can basically make LLM to be your teaching aid in class, or you're going to take LLM to become something that can automatically correct all the scripts. Yeah, and give you inputs in terms of whether this has got phishing, whether this is original content. Okay, so this kind of calibration. So in this class, we are looking at this calibration part of it. Am I making sense? Everyone? So you can see that this is how the world has changed post-pandemic. Okay. So we are not simply looking at digital tools. We are looking at controlling knowledge digitally. And we want to use LLM as one of the aids to this. So this is the reason why you've been hearing, right, that coding is no longer so important. Why? Because we are now discovering that I can replace code or logic using LLM. It is possible. How good it is a different question, but that is possible. Yes. So I think 2-3 years ago, that most of the banking and airways and many of these, anywhere where money was involved, they used to have COBOL. So there was COBOL, which was a mainframe computer, IBM computers, right? So you needed to learn COBOL to make any changes. But a week ago, Anthropic basically has released a tool which can automatically do programming on mainframe. So what happened as a result? You found that the share price of IBM crashed. You can go and check on the internet. Why? Because no longer is this particular ecosystem controlled by IBM. So what does this mean? This means that the world going forward is not going to have control by the people who made the ecosystem, but it's going to be controlled by people who are offering these LLM services. There is a huge difference to how this world is going to operate. Is it clear? Am I making sense? Yeah. So now let's come to our objectives of motivations for these classes that we are gonna actually spend time this whole week. I respect that most of you are here despite your very busy schedules. And So hence, we are going to learn in the next, this week or in the next 4 days, how generative AI works. To a certain level, we have just opened the cover today, but we will learn this. We will learn different kinds of prompting techniques so that we will get better responses starting tomorrow. We are going to start using ChatGPT in a level as an assistant to us, whether it is in teaching, grading, So I think in many universities, when a student aids the teacher, they become a teacher assistant. So our goal is how we can make ChatGPT aid us. We will also look at how AI can assist us in research and academic productivity, how we can design assignments which are going to take into mind that there is an AI related component to it. And we will create simple automation workflows. Okay. And final, the big topic is managing academic integrity. So our goal here is that we want to move you from curiosity to confidence to implementation. So we hope that this is, as you can see, a very steep curve, but we hope that we can help you or handhold you in this journey of moving from curiosity to confidence at the least to implementation at the best. Okay. So let's look at the risk, responsibility and usage before this. Okay, so there is some attendance link. I think they will give it to you in some time. Before that, I just want to give a link which is going to be used as a demo. Okay, so I will give you a link just for demo purposes. Just a minute. I just want some of you to go and give some kind of input in this particular link. This is not an attendance link. I'm just giving this so that I can do my demo. 1 second. I have created a Google form and this is not your attendance link. I just want you guys to just some of you, if possible, I can see there are some 200 people here. So if some of you, at least 50, 60 of you can go and just give some input on this link, I will show you how we can use AI and see how this AI LLM can help you in understanding something without seeing individual results. Okay. So I've just shared a link here. So I want you, some of you guys, to at least go and give some kind of rating. It can be anything. You can give any rating that you want. I'm going to give you guys a minute. This is not your attendance link. Okay. This is just a demo link. Okay, done. So, okay, guys. So I will just close this. The idea is that I just needed some inputs. So I will just show you in practice, right, how this particular link is going to work. Okay. So let's see what we have done. So guys, this was the form, correct? I have got now 50 responses. I will just close it. So this is fine. I have got responses. I've got 53, 55 responses, correct? So you can see I have got some, this is what we used to do prior to pandemic, if you remember. We used to basically get our inputs, right? Now you can see I have linked it to this particular sheet. This is what we did during the pandemic. So not only we had a format where we can give inputs, we can get inputs, right? We actually started linking different formats so that we can make sense of the inputs, correct? This is what we did during the pandemic. And today what we can do, we can automate it by linking it to AI. So you can see here, I have got some AI, generative AI. So I can link it. So I'm just going to show you how this is going to work. Okay. So you can see I have got a column. I'm just going to copy this. You can see that I have given it some instructions, right? I've given it context. So I have just inputted. So can you now see what is happening here? So this is something I could have got even before the pandemic, correct? So what I had to do, I simply could go and create. I can go and create these charts, correct? But look at what I have just put this data into, you can see my Google Gemini. Can you see what this is saying? It gives me a summary and it gives an insight. Can you see? So this is not about simply generating a graph or a descriptive statistics. Can you see it is able to generate me insights? I can also, so it is basically saying that it is having a 92%. So this is wrong. Can you see? Excellent or very good, right? So it is taking top 2. So if we were to, as a rigor academician, making sense of this, we know that 66 people are only giving me excellent rating. We find that 26% have given a very good. That's descriptive statistics, correct? But see, it has given me an insight. Can you see this? So there is no negative feedback. So for me, that is the insight, right? So even if I have got this one line and this was emailed to me, I can email it, correct? Or I can basically get this as a notification. If this was available to me, wouldn't that be an aid to our teaching? Am I making sense? So can you see here, there is no mathematics, no formula. This is all the chat. I have basically given it a role. It's a teaching assistant. Okay. It is helping me to show a demo. Okay. We have an array of values. You can see while I copy, I just need you to give me an output. So that is all I have done. Yes. Now you can see I have just given inputs and it is giving me a rating distribution. Yes. And it doesn't stop there. It is giving me a summary and insights. It is also telling me to move the remaining good ratings upwards. You might look to fine tuning the pacing or providing more advanced supplementary materials to basically participants who are highly who are using this find this content to be very familiar. Yes, this is very good, right? So if this was emailed to you, this would be great content, correct? Okay, I can see that attendance form has been given to you guys. Just give me a minute. I'm just giving you guys a minute to register that attendance form. Feedback form was given to you guys. Just give me, I'll give you guys a minute. Okay, so our goal is what? We are going to move from using chat windows like this, and we want to embed it into the system. And we will write code like this. This is our goal for today's, this week's session. Okay, clear? Am I making sense? Everyone? So this is what I mean. So you can see that when I was putting this in the ChatGPT, I am actually using the AI knowledge base, correct? But our goal is to move towards this kind of orchestration system, and later we will calibrate. So this is our goal. Now, before we move on, let's understand the risks and the responsible use. So there are hallucinations. So what are hallucinations? Basically, it does not have informations. So it will basically either publish and republish incorrect information, or it will make its own information. So the latest was, I think, in Australia, there is a company called Deloitte. So Deloitte actually had a huge contract for city planning or some IT, I don't know, infrastructure planning, and they published some 200 plus page report, which had a lot of papers and citations were wrong. So it was a report which was made with the help of AI, and AI started creating its own links. So SVS Suresh Kumar, I think Shushmita has just submitted an attendance link. You can use it. Okay. Second, let's understand that these AI models have bias. Where is the bias coming from? So we know that since all the information that is input into AI is coming from people, as people, all of us, whether we are authors, we are people with rigor, right? There are always some inherent biases which are there. For example, we do know that whenever you are looking at crash testing of automobiles, right? So these four-wheeler cars, passenger cars, you find that the dummies are all male dummies. So the specifications which are available for these dummies are that of a male. Okay. So as a result, what happens? We find that most of the automobiles are very ill designed for female drivers or female passengers. Okay. This is a bias which perhaps we have not even thought about before this came into the picture. Okay. Then obviously there are privacy concerns, like I was telling you guys, that you basically find that these windows which are having context are also never deleted unless you ask them to do it. Even then, you will find that these data will be available in the servers for at least 30 days. So it is up to us to ensure that all this data is not used in their models. So we have to go and safeguard our interest. So given that we are professors and we are basically working with academic rigor, a lot of this could be up for patents or confidential information, and hence using them in AI would probably not be the correct thing to do. Okay. Similarly, we have academic integrity related issues. So there needs to be an appropriate way in which AI should be used. Currently, we find that there are a lot of industries which are misusing AI. For example, we had seen in the news that Elon Musk model LLM, which is called Grok, basically uses abusive language. It sounds much more human than us, but it uses abusive language. And we also see that uh, it has the capability to convert a lot of information into images. So it's been very risky for smaller kids and for women. It's been used in the wrong way, right? So these are some of the risks. And finally, since this is used by students and by academicians, it's possible that you find that students are replacing rigor and learning using these AI models, which is definite no-no. So critical thinking and pedagogical decisions about how a particular course should progress should not be completely based on AI. So Jyoti Saha, whatever Shushmita is sharing is the attendance link. I had just shared a sheet because I wanted to do a demo, which I have completed. Am I making sense, Jyoti? So yes, so one of the most important concepts that we need to know is that AI is not replacing us. It's not going to replace us till the time that we are going to use critical tools and we are designing systems which will enable them to learn, right? We hence need to provide a role for AI to assist us and to enable us to succeed in this objective of teaching capabilities. They have to amplify the role of teaching and motivate students to learn rather than using AI as a tool to score more. So technology is not going to replace us. Who will replace us could be a younger teacher who knows how to use AI. So our expertise, empathy, and creativity will be of great asset if we definitely use AI as an amplifying tool which can bring much more value and design our test and other engagements with AI as an assistant, even for students in mind. Okay, why Gen AI matters to faculty? Because it is possible for us to use AI and we can, to a certain level, make Gen AI do our recurring task. So there could be routine and recurring boring tasks. For example, you enter your class, you need to put attendance for yourself, correct? Or you enter a teacher classroom and you need to take attendance of the students. Is it possible to make Gen AI help us? Absolutely, right? So it can aid us in teaching preparations, in research writing. So you can do reviews of literature using AI. You can basically download white papers and you can understand papers better using AI. So these things are possible. And definitely it should be used, I would say, to a large level to automate administration work, whether it is paperwork or it is keeping track of your classes or giving you reminders. Okay, so some of you are asking which is the best LLM tool. So as I was saying, till now we have not been using LLM tools, right? We have been using AI assistants. So basically, what is known is that we find that different LLMs were trained using one particular multimedia. So we generally find that ChatGPT is good when it comes to text-based data. Okay. Even in reasoning, we find that that particular tool works well because it's been used in many applications quite a bit. I personally find that Grok writes much more human. So if you are looking to amp up your writing capabilities, I do find Grok to be quite superior in language skills. Gemini is very good in videos actually because and if you are basically looking at creating apps or you are trying to use screenshots or diagrams, thematic representation as inputs, Claude AI is pretty good. So depending on your outputs, whether it is helping in research, analysis, creating videos, or creating apps, you can find that there are quite an array of LLM assistants, powered AI assistants, which can help you. So we need to hence first identify. So as faculty and as professors, our goal is more towards identifying the goal of this system, what we are creating, right? And then select the right tool. Sanjay, am I making sense? So we have done this. I showed you how we can use Gemini, right? So let's look at some use cases. So in teaching, you can generate lesson plans, slides, assignments, summaries, quizzes, translate materials, develop differentiated learning resources, right? So you can use GenAI as an aid in all of this. So for example, you have the same lesson. Okay, I want to now, let's say, adapt this particular slideshow which I have got prepared for you to students, then I cannot use the same slides, right? I will have to make changes. I need to make it much simpler. I need to have more examples. I need to be more engaging, correct? Because you find that their focus is much more limited, right? They may be less motivated, so I probably have to motivate them more, correct? So I can use a AI tool to enable me make the changes faster. I would not trust AI completely, but definitely it would, at least not anything, it can give me different ways in which I can achieve that, and I can select what I want to do. Okay, I can use AI in research in terms of writing. I can perhaps look at specific sites or specific research based AI tools which can enable me to, if not anything, read more papers which is connected to my paper, right? It can give me notifications of new research topics. It can summarize these papers. It can give me, maybe I can keep track of how many submissions are going from my college. So all of this I can do using GenAI. And finally, in administration, like I told you, you can use these in apps. You can create your own macros or apps, right? And you can enable and automate analysis of your outcomes. And you can also make present these in slide formats or in graphical way to make your case to be much more effective to your administrator or to your professors. So yeah, so we will do another demo, guys. So I will give you a prompt. I'm going to share the prompt here. We will customize this prompt. So you can see that I'm just sharing a small word window. So I want you guys to open your ChatGPT, put this prompt. Are you getting, so you will find that it is some high school level elementary, it will give you class lesson plans, activities, assistant, right? So I want all of you to try. So once you have completed, please share a thumbs up so that I know that you've completed. You can also share your input on how do you rate this? Do you think this is complete? Do you think this is enough? Do you think is it good? I know the answer to the question number 2, it is not enough, but this is just to show you the capability of AI. So our goal is basically to generate a complete class module using a single structured prompt for first year computer science students. So you need to just copy this prompt, open ChatGPT, or Gemini or whichever chat you want, and you can just copy in this. So I will also do the same thing. So you can see that I'm in Gemini, right? This is called as an AI assistant because you can see I have to create. So you can see that this is a huge prompt. Okay. So I'm just generating this. So you can see that this is the topic, a 60-minute class. It has given me a class plan, minute by minute, lecture note. So if I'm putting this in Gemini versus I put it in ChatGPT, it might be different. So did any of you get outputs which are different, drastically different from this? Did you get input outputs which are different from this, guys? Okay, now we will try to, so our task now is basically to make changes to this prompt. So how will we do that? We have to replace the topic. That's all we need to do. So you can try new prompts like the first class of anatomy for first year MBBS, or you can replace it with accounting basics for BCom or fundamentals of management. You can just change your topic and leave everything else. Okay, so if you do not, I don't think you can open it in your mobile. You can basically save it as a file and then open it on some system as a file. Shubhangi, try that. Yeah. Yes. So I want you guys to try this. So we're almost at close. So I'm going to leave you guys for the next 10 minutes to customize this, as you are also going to simultaneously do your okay, so Prajakta, did you try to customize this and did you get good outputs just by changing the topic? So with this, we come to the end of class 1. We will meet you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will learn more about prompting. Okay, what are the different and more efficient ways of prompting? Pushpita, we can end the class here.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. We can wind up. Thank you. We'll meet again by tomorrow. Yeah, so dear faculty members, as the attendance link has been shared on chat, I request please mark your attendance. And as we informed in the starting, 60% of attendance is mandatory. So I request please mark your attendance every day by using the same mail ID. And one more important thing, this is a faculty development program. So only for faculties we will issue the certificate. The students can join the sessions, but they will not get a certificate. So if the students are attending, so yeah, that's what like student won't get the certificate. They can just attend for the knowledge purpose. And tomorrow's session link, you will not get any mail. So as we showed in LMS, you can join through LMS by using the Zoom link or YouTube link. And one more thing, the Zoom link will be same for all the 5 days. So you can utilize the same link which you have used today to join the session. You can join the session by using the same Zoom link, but the YouTube link will be different. And I request please attend the sessions every day and mark your attendance and be eligible for the certificate. Yeah, students won't get the certificate. Only for the faculties, we will issue the certificate. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for joining. We'll wind up for the day. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m.